I'm Brooke Keogh, and Christine Lennon isn't here yet. She'll be joining us later on in the show. This is a UPC report. In today's show, we're going to be showing you some segments that we weren't able to fit into our last show, along with some new features, like this one. It's our sports feature, and it's called The Locker Room.
It's time for The Locker Room. I'm Patrick Bannick.
I'm Terry Wojcik.
And I'm Kevin McKelvin. Today we're going to start off with basketball. The boys team finished a good season with a disappointing loss to Pinellas Park in the district semifinals, a 1-point loss. They finished the season 17-9, one of the better seasons they've had. Now we're going to talk to one of the co-leaders of the team, senior Bobby Hines.
See you now, I guess it's time to hang up the Nikes. The basketball team had a pretty good year this year considering all the adversities we went through. We had a first-year coach, he did a pretty good job. Then we had a few guys cancel out on us. Danny Williams decided he wasn't going to finish the year, but we did a pretty good job. We got to the semifinals in districts and suffered a disappointing loss to Pinellas Park by one point. I don't know, we did pretty good. I was pretty satisfied because it was my senior year. Okay, let's start over.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Oh, we're back.
Hey, how about them highlights? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
I give him thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Except for McKell, he didn't look too good, did he?
No, he looked pretty sorry.
Sort of chump.
Hey, now to our wrestling segment.
Here we go.
Wrestling segment. The wrestling team plays 14th in state this year. Not that bad. Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
It's better than
Matter of fact, 4 people went to states, and 1 person came back with the state championship, 2nd year in a row. Frank Matthews. We talked to him.
Is he gonna be on the show? Oh, we talked to him?
Yeah, we're talking to him right now.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
go.
let's see it.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What was the feeling that went through your mind when you won states?
It felt great because it's my last year, and I'm a senior. I'm graduating, and it felt great to repeat repeat it again and repeat the state championship.
What are your plans for the future?
I'm gonna go to college, hopefully to get a wrestling scholarship, and hopefully I can do good in college in wrestling. Just keep on winning.
All right. Well, congratulations.
That's about it.
We're back.
Hey! Okay.
We're back in the
Locker
locker
room.
room.
Technical difficulties.
Here we go.
Hey, how about Frank Matthews?
Pretty tough.
Pretty tough.
Thank you,
I
man.
say we nominate him Player Star of the Week. How about
Player
it? Let's get a
Star of the
trophy out.
Week.
Let's
Player
get
Star of the
State champion.
Here we go.
State champion, 2nd year in a row. There it is.
Sorry, Yogi.
There you go.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. And at the end of the year,
Shut
we give the Star Player of the Year this beauty with their name right there. There you go.
The year
Who will it be?
engraved on the
Who
cup.
will it be? You
There
have
you
to
go.
watch the locker room.
Okie?
to find
Speaking
out.
of
Maybe
Star
Frank
of the Weeks, last week we had a Star of the Week. Terry, why don't you go ahead and continue that one?
Well, this extraordinaire athlete we're talking about here, which is the focus of my story, he goes by the name of Mike Fastball Ogie. Now, he isn't just a normal baseball player. He's been scouted by pro teams, possibly a Miami prospect, maybe Arizona. Well, we got some footage of him, but first, before we show that, we're gonna let all you people meet our 1988 senior team. And here they are.
Name, Ron Morris. Position, third base. Mike Mooney. Position, left field. Believe it.
Show your face, broad daylight. I'm telling you how I feel. Wanna put your mind, shoot together, jump on, get on me,
And our baseball players look tough this year, don't they? Our seniors look really impressive this year.
They look mean.
Well, good luck, baseball. Have a good season.
And on today's show, Jay, you know we got a surprise for the people out there. And here, Pat Mannion has our surprise.
Hey!
Yeah, Pat.
It's only $19.99 from the locker room, and it's Mr. Kicker, like Mr. Quarterback we used to have. You know, like the quarters are up. Well, here you go. You press the top of his head,
You need a
and he can
football.
kick a ball at least a mile.
At least
Ready?
a
Let's
mile,
try him out.
country mile. Well, let's go.
All right,
There
let's
it
try a
is.
couple more kicks.
It can
Let's go.
Keep going.
There you go.
Keep going.
Look at
Keep
him.
going.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we're in there.
Let's go.
One more,
Mr.
go.
Quarterback.
Oh, at least a mile.
1999.
Okay.
It could be
Thanks a
more.
lot. Good job.
Thank you, Mr. Quarterback.
A locker room special.
Well, here's Pat Mannion back. Pat, is
I'm
that
back.
it for today?
Hey, that's it for
That's
today,
the
but
show?
we'll be back next week on UPC, the locker room. See you then.
Good high.
Good show, guys.
Good
There we
show.
go.
All right.
Well, Christine's still not here, so why don't we just go on to the weather report? We'll show you that one.
Ah, it sure is foggy in here. Foggy? Oh. Weather helper Bob, did you fart? Man, what's that yellow stuff? Hi, I'm Bullhorn Bob. Bob? Hi, I'm here with the UPC AccuWeather Weekend Update. Now, for all you people out there, I'm Bullhorn Bob from UPC with the Weekend Weather Update, in case you didn't get it the first time. Well, let's see. It's gonna be snowing today out in, it's gonna be snowing. Thanks, Bob. It's gonna be snowing out in Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, and what's that? Iowa. Iowa? Does it snow in Iowa? Iowa.
Yes.
We put this away. Thanks, Bob. All right. There's a ring around the sun today, and for all you people who don't know what the ring around the sun. For all you people who don't know what the ring around the sun means we got a chance of rain. Now, accompanying that rain is going to be hail, the size of tennis balls. Now, it's going to be nice and sunny out today, clear skies. So for all you lovers out there, like to sit around at night and see the stars, it's going to be a real nice, real nice, starry night. Starry night. Starry night. Starry night. And, well, that's the end of the weather for us. This is Bullhorn Bob with the Weekend AccuWeather Update, brought to you by MLA. Thank you.
Some people think they need to break the law and terrorize innocent people in order to get what they want.
Mr. McNeil experienced this cruel and unjust treatment just recently when some hardened criminals kidnapped his beloved Gumby. Here's Tom Meyer with more details.
We're here in L7, where we have discovered that a 6-foot Gumby doll has been kidnapped. Mr. McNeil, would you like to comment on this?
Yeah, I'd like to make a passionate appeal to whoever kidnapped Gumby to please return him safely to L7.
This is the third day that Gumby has been gone. On the first day, Mr. McNeil received a note saying this: McNeil, we have Gumby. If you ever want to see him again, do what we say. 1 billion cash, unmarked bills, instructions on the way. Keep your mouth shut. On day number 2, Mr. McNeil walked in his classroom and found this.
It's not looking. It says you talked. Now you pay. Gumby gets deflated. Looks like Gumby's died. We were very saddened because in addition to that, Pokey had been hanged, was hanging over the door. Attached to Pokey was a note that simply said, Pokey say, where's Gumby? What a sad day. Today is the worst. Today, we received a photograph of Gumby being hanged. In addition to that, it had a note on the board that said, in memory, Gumby, November 26, 1987 to January 12, 1988. Also, I received another ransom note that said, we mean business. Instructions will follow. Meet our demands or Gumby gets popped. 1, they want 2 rolls of masking tape. Kinky. 2, 10 original story ideas. Makes me suspect that perhaps it's a newspaper or yearbook student. I don't know. 3, 1 hungry man turkey dinner, TV dinner. I don't know. 4, $1 in unmarked bill. This is sad.
The perpetrators of this crime sound serious. And if you are one of these perpetrators, Officer Krieger is hot on your...
New, coming this fall on UPC TV, an all-new lineup. Look for The People's Court, starring custodial engineer Fred Kovac as Judge Wapner.
This is the plaintiff, Mike Smith. He is accusing his sweetheart, old sweetheart, of stealing his engagement ring, valued at $3,000. This is the defendant, Jennifer Hansen. She is being accused of stealing the sweetheart wedding engagement ring, valued at $3,000.
Will all rise, please? The Honorable Judge Miller presiding.
Please be seated, please. I have read your complaint, and let's hear from the complainer first.
Objection, he demanded that he was going to...
Wait a minute. Excuse me, just get back up. Did you sign any marital agreements before this?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing on that?
No.
What is the sum of the... Unless you had a marital agreement, according to Statute 38 of... According to the Statute 38 of California, you have to have it, that has to be in writing. It was a gift, okay, to a certain extent, but this is a gift upon a contract of marriage. And was there, let me ask the complainant again, was there any, did you make any arrangements for the wedding plans or anything? Was there more involved?
No, we did not.
No.
Yes, we did.
Was there a catering?
Your Honor, we did not make any plans at all.
One at a time, you'll get your chance. Go ahead.
And our remake of the ever-popular Hollywood Squares.
I'll take Bobby right there.
All right. Yeah. Okay, Bobby. Your question is, how many squares are there?
Come on, Bobby. We know you aren't very good at
Come on, Bobby. Jimmy.
Peter. 9. Big 9.
Limited.
9.
I have to agree with that.
I only see 6 squares. I'm sorry.
Jack, can we clarify that answer, please?
Incorrect, Bob. I guess it's incorrect. Okay, see, there's 6 squares. There's no squares on the top, Dad. Okay, so it looks like, Sean, you're incorrect.
I'm going to recount.
All right, Mike, it's your turn. You pick your square, please.
Put your X up, Bobby.
And Mike, you take possession of the board, so it's your turn.
I'll take Dad in the bottom middle.
Dad. How you doing today, Dad?
Fine.
Okay, Dad, your question is, how many sides does a snowflake have?
2.
One thing about it.
2.
No cheating in the squares, please.
I say 2, Bob.
2?
Oh, I'll have to disagree with that.
You'll have to disagree, and survey says 6. Okay, so somebody lost or somebody won, who knows?
That's this fall on UPC. Be there.
Well, we've been getting some reports from you that things have been getting a little tougher around here. So we decided to ask Mr. Macenti about discipline at Countryside.
My name is Sean Fitzgerald, and we're here with Mr. Macenti. We're going to ask him a few questions. Mr. Macenti, how do you view the students here at Countryside?
They're outstanding. They represent the Clearwater High School. They do what you ask them to do. I couldn't work with a finer group of students.
Do you like the fact that Countryside is a closed campus?
Very much so. It makes my job a lot easier. And part of my job is to keep the undesirable elements off of school grounds so that we can maximize education. And by having a closed campus, I can monitor the whereabouts of our students a lot more carefully, and I can also monitor those students or those people that we don't want on campus also.
Okay. Do you feel that there is enough school rules and that they're being enforced?
I think there's plenty of school rules, but I think that if the students at Countryside adhere to 3 basic principles, these 3 rules will be enough for them. And one is to be on time to school and on time to class. The second thing is to meet your expectations of your teachers and your administrators. And third is to get involved at Countryside. You do those 3 things and you're going to have 4 great years at this school.
What do you hope will be accomplished by cracking down on the discipline problem?
I didn't think there was a discipline problem at this school. In fact, I don't think there is, and I don't think anyone's cracking down on it. But we do have a discipline plan that we ask students to follow in the classroom and in the halls and on school grounds, and that's for the simple reason of maximizing education in the classroom. The less discipline problems you have, the more education you're going to receive as a student. So I would hope that the students support the discipline plan here at Countryside because it's to their benefit.
Okay. Do you think the students' behavior as a whole has been improving since the rules are being enforced?
I didn't think the students had a behavior problem when I taught here. I didn't, and I certainly don't think they have a behavior problem now. Rules are rules, and I'm sure they've been enforced at Countryside years before I came here. I don't see a problem here.
Do you how do you feel about the first senior prank out there?
What are you referring to?
The senior prank out in the main concourse.
Doesn't even merit comment.
Okay. This has been Sean Fitzgerald with Mr. Macenti. Thanks. Do you feel there's enough rules in the school, Paul?
Yes, I think there's plenty of rules in the school, and I think the administration, with the addition of Mr. Macenti, is doing a really good job of enforcing them.
Do you feel that attendance should be mandatory in the school?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that a mandatory attendance should be here?
Because if you don't come to school and you miss out, you're going to fall behind and probably lose most of your grades.
Feel that they're being enforced more strictly now that the administrators have been cracking down on?
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of students are beginning to resent that, but that's just the way it's supposed to be. People aren't used to that, so they think it's strict, but actually they're just the rules.
How do you view the students here at Countryside?
Overall, I think they're pretty good kids. I enjoy working here, and I like the students. I sometimes feel, though, that they're okay until you tell them no.
Do you like the fact that Countryside is a closed campus?
I like it because I think it provides for a safer atmosphere, a more secure environment. I think that if you have people running out of out of the school to go do this errand and that errand, and I just think it provides for a lot of liability situations, exposes the school. So I prefer a closed campus to an open campus.
Do you feel there's enough school rules in the school?
I feel there are plenty of rules, and I feel that they are strict, but I sometimes wonder as to how well we enforce them or make them effective. That'd be my only question.
Kids at Countryside.
I think the students here are very nice.
Do you feel there's any discipline problem here at Countryside?
Not in my classes, but there probably is in others.
Do you feel that the administration is cracking down on any kind of discipline problem?
I think Mr. Musenti is doing a good job keeping students in class.
This has been Sean Fitzgerald for UPC Television.
Well, I guess I've got this whole big desk to myself again. Thanks, Christine. Anyway, we're doing this interesting thing this week. We're starting this new program, and we go around and we pick a student of the week go barge into any old classroom and pick any old student out of the whole class and make them student of the week. Danielle and Jim, I think you have more on this.
We're here today to pick this week's Student of the Week from this classroom, randomly picked from our class. This has nothing to do with grades, popularity. It has nothing to do at all that we just picked them randomly. We know nothing about this person yet either. But we're going to go inside and find a little more out and find out this Student of the Week. Now we're going to go into the room and pick this week's Student of the Week. Excuse us, do you mind this interruption here? We're here to pick the Student of the Week. For any of those who don't know what this is, we just randomly pick anyone in this school, although it is picked by a panel of judges. And this week's Student of the Week is you, right there. Can you come over here so we can interview you? Just sit down right here. All right, let's find out a little more about him. What's your name?
Brian McWhinney.
And what grade are you in?
10th grade.
10th grade. And so what hobbies are you into?
I don't know.
Photography. Photography? Oh, all right. I was just going to say, if you don't know, that's... Okay, and are you an A student or anything like that?
No, not an A student. More like a B student.
And so why do you think we chose you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't think that maybe because you're good looking or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I'm good looking.
Oh. Well, actually, do you remember filling out the orange form at the beginning of the year?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well, that's how we randomly picked you. We picked you out of a hat. And then the judges decided on the 3 that we picked, and you won.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's pretty good. Oh, and here's your award for the Student of the Week. This will just stay with you throughout your life, and you can look back on this as you won Student of the Week at Countryside High School.
Thank you very much.
Wow, beautiful. We're roaming the halls at Countryside High, looking in the classrooms, looking in the halls, and who knows, you may be the next Student of the Week.
Stop what you are doing. Put down those dishes, madame, and look at this designer deluxe pen and pencil set. Made from the finest Madagascarian plastics, it is 100% quality Impress your friends today. Great for all ages, it's non-toxic. Gorgeous, exquisite, glamorous, exciting, new. Fit for your extravagant lifestyle. Notice the gray center, gold tips, gold clips, and gold rings in the center. It is amazing. It is an intelligent, sensible buy. Notice the aerodynamicy of the pen and pencil sets. Shook. And its solid construction. It has been approved by the FDA, BBC, and UBC, used by famous characters such as Margaret Thatcher, Ronald Reagan, and Bill the Cat. It is modern, it is stylish, it is practical. So, do not delay. Pick up the phone today with credit card in hand and send us your money.
Words, weapons, sharpened knives, makes you wonder how the other half died. Other half died. Makes you wonder, wonder. Well, here come the man with a look in his eye. It's fair on nothing, but full of pride. Look at him go, look at him kick. Makes you wonder how the other half live. Devil inside, every single one of us. The devil inside, devil inside, devil inside, every single one of us. The devil inside. Here come the world, look in its eye.
Now, before you go running off for spring break, here's a few words from Officer Krieger.
I'm here with the school resource officer, Officer Krieger, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about spring break. Is the Clearwater Police Department going to increase their forces at Clearwater Beach?
Yes, they are. They're going to increase the number of police officers that are going to be on the beach, and they're going to augment them with around 40 police aides, which will be people that don't have arrest powers, but who will be assisting all the police officers.
And what precautions are they going to take?
Precautions relating to what? You mean how to control the traffic on the beach and so on and so forth? Or there are going to be, maybe I can cover it this way, there are going to be roadblocks set up occasionally throughout spring break for the month of March. There's going to be a rerouting of traffic on the beach. In fact, since this is March 14th, they probably already started.
Okay, and do drinking and driving incidents increase during spring break?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, and it's usually younger people, high school and college-age kids that are getting into it.
All right, and if you could give any message to the students at Countryside High School, what would it be?
Well, I'd ask all of you to watch out for each other, because the bottom line is nobody can watch out for you but yourselves. I can't be there to run interference for you. And the police department can't. They just have to react with what's there. And if you've broken the law or you're intoxicated in some way, they're going to have to react to that. So if you see someone getting into trouble, get him out of there. Take him home. Protect each other.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Kelly Held with UPC News.
Mrs. Troutman would like me to make an announcement that she is searching for a prom date. Any juniors or seniors interested, please contact her. It is worth 1,000 extra credit points in her class.
The junior class is proud to announce the 1988 prom. This year's prom will be held on May 7th at 8 p.m. till 12 midnight.
It will be held at a HEPA Hall in Tarpon Springs. This is located 1/2 mile north of Pappas's restaurant.
Tickets will be sold for $20 each and will be on sale behind the bookstore during all 3 lunches.
The sale will begin on April 4th, and for the first 2 weeks we'll be selling exclusively to seniors.
After this time, we will begin to sell to both juniors and seniors until the prom is sold out.
Hope to see you there, prom 1988, on May 7th.
Thank you.
Well, Christine's still not here. Again, she stepped out for a minute, and well, this is the end of our show, so I'll say goodnight for both of us. Bye.
Have a nice day, Mr. Vicente. He's gone!
All you've got is this moment. 21st century's yesterday. You can care all you want. Everybody does, yeah, that's okay, yeah. So slide over here and give